Hi traders, hope you are well. This is Chris here from the tradingmentors.com, and this is the weekly Forex forecast for the 13th of November. So in the next 15 minutes we're going to be talking about parabolic trends and the key to your success. The power of parabolic trends is a game changer for most people, most of my students. As you probably have seen in most of the disclaimers, 81% of people who start trading today lose their money. That's a fact. Okay, that doesn't mean to say that's going to happen with you, but nonetheless, we're going to go through the parabolic trends for this week. And did you see the moves last week? The move on oil that I predicted last Sunday went down to $77.80, a nice 700 plus pips. Did you see the move on Bitcoin? Over 5,000 pips and still going. And gold, of course, we can't avoid talking about gold and the success and the magic of gold, which is amazing. And the gold software I'll show you throughout this video as well in the next 15 minutes. So in the next 15 minutes, enjoy, put your feet up, have a cup of coffee, and don't skip any of the bits because you might miss something really important. I'm going to go through the parabolic trends, which ones are actually parabolic now, and so therefore you can trade them in the next week or so. And of course we're going to go through gold and what's happening there. So there's some fantastic opportunities. And with gold software, and the magic of gold software of course, is we can show you how to turn $1,000 into $100,000. Now that might take a bit of time, but if you've got the time, I've got the energy. Let's go into the markets. Before we go into the markets, just going to go over the news for next week. We had no news next week. That was why the Forex market was all over the place really and not really had any volumes going through it. But next week, starting on the 13th of November, Monday, there's no news. No news at all actually, very little going on Monday, so you might find it's a quiet day, but we'll be focused on gold because there's a few things going on there. Tuesday is fantastic because we've got core CPI coming out from the US and that is vital, so get ready for 1:30 on Tuesday, members especially. And if you like what you see and like the video and you want to subscribe, please subscribe to the YouTube video. And if you want to become a member, then please click on the links below where you can get free membership, etc. Wednesday, we've got core PPI, which is going to make Wednesday a fantastic day as well, especially after 1:30 GMT. And then not much going on, unemployment claims, the usual thing each week on Thursday, and nothing on Friday. One of the things I want to point out, I don't know if you notice this on brokers' accounts, 76.6%, I don't know if you can see that, of retail investors lose money. Okay, that's a fact. So we can change that. So understanding the power of parabolic trends and the magic of gold will change your trading performance almost instantly. So I'm delighted to welcome you to the weekly Forex forecast for the 13th of November and onwards. I'll be going through the markets in particular and giving you the targets and the support areas so you can trade them if you want to, trade at your own risk of course. So the first thing we do in the weekly Forex forecast for Forex traders, oil traders, gold traders, Bitcoin traders, then we go through these and give you the targets for this week and so on. So this is the DXY. So this dictates to us where the dollar is going. And so therefore we can make better decisions in terms of parabolic trends once they get ready. So I'm going to explain in more detail. And I do this every day. I get closer to the market during the New York session for members. So if you like what you see, please subscribe and become a member if you want to. It's free for 14 days. So, and that gives you the analysis every day. So this is the DXY. So this dictates where the dollar's going next. While the price is below the 21-day moving average, then this is parabolic to the downside, and we've got almost all the sellers in. It wouldn't take much for this to go down, would it? So our target for this week is 104.13. What does that mean in terms of trade? We don't trade this, but what we do is align this with the power of parabolic trends. For instance, the euro dollar is parabolic to the upside. Gold is parabolic to the downside. Oil is downside. Bitcoin is parabolic to the upside. So I'm going to go through each one of those, and the blue ones means that it's parabolic, and the red means it's parabolic to the downside. So I'll cover those in the next few minutes. So further downside momentum in the DXY is highly likely. So on to the yen futures. The yen futures helps us to make better decisions in terms of which direction the yen pairs are going. The further downside that we see in a parabolic trend, in this instance here we made a lot of money in the yen pairs a few months ago. We're now seeing further downside momentum, and all the sellers are back in. There is a little bit of support here which I'm waiting for, so Monday morning this could be very interesting. It's sitting on the support area there. We need to go closer to the market, but about there, 66.40. It's currently 66.33, so it needs to make up its mind. But I suspect what will probably happen in the first few hours on Monday, we're likely to see a slight push up before it actually falls back down. So our initial target is the same as last week, 65.70. But the important thing, if this gets broken, then we're probably going to see something like this happen, and I'll be working out further targets to the downside once it does get a clear breakdown. In the meantime, the yens will probably be waiting for that to happen and be going pretty much down before they go up. But we do have some parabolic trends on the pound yen and the euro yen. Now, whenever we see a parabolic trend, that means basically all the buyers are in, everything's green in this case. But we also look out for targets, so we can see that there's a little bit of resistance here on the Dow Jones, so there's highly likely to be a downward move from here. In other words, we won't be trading it even though it's parabolic to the upside, because it's reached its target. If it was parabolic to the down here and then moving up to there, we'd have room to have a target. So this target has been reached here, but could easily move down to here in the next week, and that's probably going to be my target, but I'm certainly not trading this at the moment. Similar situation for the Nasdaq. As you can see, this has reached the top of this channel, and so therefore we've all got a sort of double top going on there as well, haven't we? So this is difficult to trade. Again, you're probably going to see a push back down to 140, 141, somewhere about there. But of course, again, it's not tradable from our point of view because it is parabolic to the upside, but it's reached its target. One thing it hasn't reached its target is the Aussie 200. If you want fancy trading this, just wait for a pullback. This is parabolic and above the 21-day moving average, and the target for this one is 71.36. The DAX is parabolic to the upside and target is 15,500, but be aware that the channel, the long-term future price, is in a downward trend, as you can see. So any kind of double top there is going to be very tight, so just make sure that you don't go any higher than that. It could go higher, of course. It could go up to the previous high there or even up there, but to be safe, aim for 15,500. The S&P 500 is also parabolic to the upside. A couple of rules that we look into is above the 21-day moving average. Confirmed, got support for the price. All the buyers are in. The MACD is confirmed as well above the 0 line, which is even more important. So we do have a target here, 4544. Congratulations, members who have traded the Bitcoin, or anyone else that's traded Bitcoin. If you traded long, congratulations. We mentioned this a couple of weeks ago. when it was $28,000. There's a bull run here coming. And the parabolic trends, the power of the parabolic trends is that it tells you when to buy. It tells you that all the buyers are in, and it also tells you that the MACD is green as well. Okay, so very simply, working just 10 minutes a day is all you need to actually put the position on and then just manage the position and trail the blue dot. That is a simple way to trade. Sometimes it's often too simple for people to acknowledge or even follow. That's why very few people are successful at it, because they just can't deal with the fact that they're not in the charts all day long. Some people got the impression that professional traders are at their charts all day. We are not. The other thing to note here is there is a negative divergence here on the MACD, which could mean that there's a couple of things it can mean. It can mean that there's going to be a complete reversal. I don't think so. But it also could mean the momentum is coming out of the trade. So as long as the price remains above the 21-day moving average, this is likely to bounce and go up to $40,000. Now next year, I think it's going even higher, $100,000. Now, if you like these charts, just put the comments in the comments below. And if you like the charts, then just click a like. And if you want to become a member or subscribe, then please subscribe to the YouTube channel. The oil trading, congratulations last week, guys, members. I know I've got some exceptional members who are exceptional traders in oil and make a fortune. So if you are looking to maybe set up a prop account to get funded, we can help you with phase 1 and phase 2, and we have some people in the room who are making tens of thousands of dollars per week trading oil, trading gold, and not using their own money, which is fantastic. But nonetheless, a great move here. We had a sell signal up here, and the move went down to our target from last week, $77.80, and that was over 700 pips. Congratulations. Now, in terms of next week, we do expect to pull back up to $77.88. And as long as that holds below it, then we can expect the price to reach down to $72.65. On to gold now. This is parabolic to the downside now. It has broken down, change of character, and all the sellers are in. And so therefore there are several targets to aim for this week. One of them is hit right now, so we could see a bounce, and probably will see a bounce slightly, something like this. But the target for this week is 1916 to 1920. The DXY is parabolic to the downside, so therefore the euro dollar is going parabolic to the upside. That's the way it works. That's the correlation. And so we do expect a little bit of a pullback, but not much, down to 106.36, probably another 50 pips on Monday. If we get that, then we are long anyway, because it's parabolic. But further upside, you're going to get some more buying opportunities throughout the week on this. And so, whoops, the target here is 11200. Big move coming. The power of parabolic is really important and will change your game forever. This is a long-term investment and will pay big dividends in the future. No other US dollar pair are parabolic, so pointless looking at them, pointless trading them, don't even bother. The pound yen is parabolic to the upside. I am expecting a pullback, but it might not happen. There is support here at 183.74. So we'll keep an eye on that on Monday. We are long. Obviously, we're going to be long all these and short them. So not any indices at the moment. The Aussie 200, yes. The DAX, yes. The S&P, yes. Bitcoin, yes. Eurodollar, yes. and others I'll go through now. So pound yen to the upside, parabolic to the upside, expecting 186.13 if it's not been hit already. It's about another 100 pips to go, and then on to 188.50. Euro yen doing fantastic. We're up a couple hundred pips already, so happy days. Now parabolic, and as I mentioned in the last couple of weeks, we're expecting this to go up and up and up, especially if the yen futures collapses. If yen futures collapses, we'll be keeping a close eye on that for members each day. I'll be posting that for members each day. So if you want to become a member, then just click on the link below. 163.65 or 169 potentially. Swiss yen is back on. We had a great run, didn't we, a few weeks ago, members? 163 to 168, 500 pips potentially there, and a fantastic move, fantastic profits, and we're expecting the similar thing here. You can see the long-term trend, very visible and clear, and target is 171. So another, what is that, 400 pips? I'm going to go into the gold software in a moment, so bear with me. And before, let's do the parabolic trends first. So these are the ones that you should be trading or getting into in the next few days, and I'll let you know. If you're not in the signal room, then maybe consider that, where I confirm what we're buying and when. So in pound Canadian, we can see this is parabolic to the upsides. All the buys are in, confirmed by the MACD, and there's support here as well. So this is likely, it's now coming back to the support area exactly. So there's going to be another trade probably on Monday morning, so look out for that. The target is 172.41. The final one is the Euro Aussie. You can see the long-term trend is upwards, although it's not very steep, and we're expecting something like this to occur, and then the target is 169.95. Let me take you into the gold on steroids software. Now, I don't know if you've seen my latest video on YouTube regarding gold, the best gold software in the world, and this is it. I've been trading for over 30 years, and it doesn't get better than this. Believe me. I've seen it all, and this is it. So this is how it works. So the first thing that you notice first is the downtrend. Red is for sell, green is for buy. You might have noticed that. And of course, it just makes life a lot easier, doesn't it? If you can get your charts to tell you when to buy, to tell you when to sell, then it's a no-brainer, isn't it? So the first thing that we notice here is the red. So we're looking for sells only. You don't buy at all until you see a change of color or change of character. So the first thing to notice here, let's change that color. I don't like that color. The first thing to notice here, here, and here, that is what you're looking for. This is a 5-minute chart, also works on a 15, also works on the hour, also works on the 4-hour. Totally up to you what you choose. But the 5-hour is amazing, 5-minute is amazing. So there's the sell. So imagine how tight your stop is. You've probably got a 10 or 15 pip stop. Here, you've probably got a 10 or 15 pip stop. Here, 10 or 15 pip stop, and then here 10 or 15 pip stop. Your risk to reward on these things are absolutely enormous. So have a look at that, consider that. If you haven't got the gold on steroid software, you can start on Monday and I can help you with that. You get 3 months coaching with it as well. Well, I hope you enjoyed that today. The power of parabolic trends are your key to your success. And if you want to learn more, then that's what I'm here for. I am your trading mentor. Have a wonderful weekend.